Hey, this is my tutorial on how to set up a FreeGLUT and GLUI project with Visual Studio 2022. So first what you want to do is install Visual Studio 2022, and you're also going to want CMake, which is a C build tool you can get from here. Once you've got that, you're going to download FreeGLUT, which is available here. We'll go to download the latest. You're going to want to take this folder, put it anywhere, unzip it. This doesn't matter. Delete the zipped folder. Now that you have this, you can open it. I'm going to create a folder here called build for later. Then I'm going to open CMake GUI, and I'm going to use CMake to build this C project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to browse source, go to where my FreeGLUT folder is on my desktop. I'm going to select this folder here. Then I'm going to select the build folder for the output. I'm going to configure once, make sure everything is correct. Usually the defaults are good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove debug here. Remove build demos, don't need static libs, and enable replace GLUT. Going to save the settings, generate the project, and then I'm going to open it with VS 2022. Leave this as is. Go to FreeGLUT. Press the green check mark to, or green arrow to start building it. This is a typical error. It's just trying to open an executable that it doesn't have to. Now I can close out of both these. I'm going to go to build, and then in lib there should be a glut.library and exports file. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these. Then I'm going to go to my root system directory. You can put these folders wherever, but I'm going to create two folders, one called C:/includes and one called C:/libraries. I'm going to take the library files that I copied and put them in my libraries folder. Then I'm going to go to my includes folder, and I'm going to go to FreeGLUT. For this you don't want to go to the build folder, you want to go to the original folder. Go to FreeGLUT include. There should be a folder here called GL. Copy this. These are the header files for the library, and you're just going to copy this into your includes folder. Then I'm going to copy one more file, the DLL file from the build. It should be in the bin folder. It'll be called glutdll. I'm going to paste this where the Windows libraries files are stored, which is C Windows System 32. I will paste it in here. I already have it in here, but I'm going to paste it again. And it should be here. Now I can close this, and I can get rid of FreeGLUT because I have everything I need. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get GLUI, and GLUI is available at a GitHub repo. So in order to download that, we'll open the terminal and clone the repo URL. And building GLUI has one less step, so I can just go into here, MSVC, click on the solution. Only select the GLUI project. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to configure it to be release. And I'm going to right click on it, change the properties, go to VC++ directories. I'm going to, since GLUI is dependent on GLUT, we have to include, or we have to make the include files and the library files of GLUT available to GLUI. So to do that, we're going to do c:/ our includes folder that we put the GLUT includes in. And we're also going to do c:/ libraries that we put the GLUT libraries in. Then I'll apply this, press OK. Now I will build the project. And this will take a few minutes. And usually there's an error at the end, but this is not a problem. Now what I'll do, so go back to where I was in MSVC, the GLUI MSVC folder. I'll go to x64, release, and there should be a GLUI32 lib and PDB. We're going to take this. We're going to copy that also into our libraries folder, C libraries. And we're also going to copy, go back. There's an includes folder for GLUI as well. It has the same folder name, but that's fine. We're going to copy GLUI header into our headers, or our includes folder, GL, paste it here. And now we should be ready to set up a project that uses both GLUT and GLUI. So I can close both these folders, can close this project, open a new Visual Studio project. I will just create a new project, C++, Windows, console app, next, name it whatever you want. And now what I'm actually going to do is, instead of doing all the work, I'm going to copy paste this test code from here that uses both of these libraries to my project, and it should work. Correction, it should not work. I will have to configure the project properties, go to add the includes and libraries folders to this project. I'm also going to have to add the individual libraries that's going to use. So first I'm going to go to VC++ directories, include directories. For that, c:/includes, and a semicolon at the end. Don't forget. Libraries. Then apply. Then I'm going to go to my linker input, and I'm going to explicitly define which two library files that I want, which is going to be our glui32.lib and glut.lib. And I accidentally just closed that window. Okay. Boom. In additional dependencies. Now I hit apply, hit OK, and now the project should build and run. Looks like there's an error. Correct. So since we built everything on release, we're going to also want to change our own project to release, because right now it's trying to find FreeGLUT. D is for debug, the debug library, but we're going to use the release library. You could do the same thing if you wanted to use debug. You could build everything with debug. Now it looks like it can't find glglut.h. So I'm going to look at my includes folder. Glut.h is indeed here. Maybe I need to do this. Did I properly specify my includes? No, it looks like since my window crashed, didn't save. Oh no. When changing between debug and release, the settings will change. So I'll have to respecify these. Apply, then go to my linker, input, glut.lib, GLUI32.lib. Now apply, click OK. Now I should run it and it should work. And it looks like one of my libraries is looking for FreeGLUT. Probably one of these header files. So since FreeGLUT is a replacement for GLUT, what we've done is we've renamed it to GLUT. But we also want to be able to access it by FreeGLUT, the name. So I'm going to copy this, paste it, and rename these to FreeGLUT. So now whatever's looking for that should be able to find it. And boom, our program is now working.